Tom and Melanie Kenny here. We're standing right next to the lighthouse in Grand Marais, Minnesota. We've been up here on the North Shore, everywhere between Duluth and the Canadian border, doing some exploring by car and bicycle and hiking boot. All this week, the weatherman has said we are in what's called an unsettled weather pattern. So during the week, we've had pouring down rain and bright blue skies several times on and off, nearly every day. We're in Grand Portage State Park. We are just right next to the Canadian border. Okay, here we are. Maybe a 15-minute hike, maybe a little less. Starting to get a little sprinkles here and there. But otherwise, nice little walk, a little bit uphill. And we're at High Falls on the Pigeon River. This is pretty cool. You get a kind of a neater shot of the rocks and the gorge. Even though there's a breeze, you only have to stop moving for a minute and then the mosquitoes start to climb all over you. And here's our second hike of the day. This one should be a little longer, a little harder. It's a mile up, mile back. Temperature's cool. It's actually nice. Sign back there said 192. It probably was, but now we got to go up another 100 steps at least. 40 minutes since we left the trailhead. Half of the river just goes down to regular waterfall over here. The other half just flows into a cave. And I'm still not sure that anybody really knows where the water comes out at. Alright, starting the ascent up these steps, kind of dreading it. Alright, I got 12:52. We started at roughly 11:30, so that didn't take that long. A couple miles. Pretty steep. I'd call it moderately strenuous, maybe a little more in sections. But it was cool and breezy. And as long as you're moving, the bugs don't eat you alive. Alright, this is on the Cascade River, just 300 feet off the highway. Okay, next trail to Cascade River State Park and Cascade River Falls.
Cascade Falls.
Oh, Cascade Falls. Alright, got it. This is supposed to be a very short half-mile loop. There's the falls here, not really big, but deep gorge here, kind of a. Now there is just a kind of an ice cold rain coming down. I mean, real rain. So we have one more waterfall to see. Nothing's very well marked here. Definitely nothing says waterfalls or waterfall trail. I guess we found what we were looking for. Falls run right under this bridge. Can you see them through the cracks? I swear it's 5 minutes ago there was ice cold rain coming down. Okay, that does it for today's waterfall hikes. Melanie and I have taken a bunch of vacations where we've taken our bikes along to do a little riding as well as some hiking and other sightseeing things. And we've ridden bikes all over our home state of Iowa, and then also here in Minnesota, as well as Illinois and Missouri and Wisconsin, and then gone as far as Texas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. So we've done this quite often. I would call us regular riders as opposed to avid or serious riders. You know, 20 to 25 miles is a pretty good ride. 30 miles is about as far as we'll go. We've done longer. But normally we stick to the rails to trails rides, where you've got old railway lines that have been converted to biking trails. So for the most part, they're level, never more than maybe a 5% grade, and that was done for the trains. So, in other words, we generally avoid hills. Okay, Monday the 25th, I got right at 11 o'clock, and we're heading out on a bike ride. We are at Gooseberry Falls, and we're heading up to Beaver Bay. This is supposed to be about a 14.5-mile ride up and back, so we'll see how this goes. Melanie rode by and said, "This never ends." And you know it's bad when they warn you. Made it to Beaver Bay. That was a long, hilly ride. It was supposed to be 14.6 miles, and I've got exactly 14.6. Definitely time for ice cream. All right, this tiny bit right here is the only flat spot on the entire 14.5-mile ride. Did you make it all the way up that? Walking? I kind of got lucky. Made it up that without realizing it was the big hill. Okay, here we go. 9 miles of hills. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at that, she's ready to go.
Yeah.
This is steep and super long. This must be a mile. That was really hard. I'm still breathing hard. Just a leisurely spin through the park now.
I don't feel so bad because you said it was one of your harder rides.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest rides I ever did. Tuesday morning, the 26th. It's 8:30. We're off to do some more hikes. About 52 degrees. Just up the Cross River here, right on the highway. Pretty easy waterfall to get to and see. Okay, we're off to Shovel Point, 3/4 of a mile. Now we are in Tetten-Gooch State Park, which Melanie kept mispronouncing is Tetten-Gooch.
Oh, yeah.
No, and I kept pronouncing it as Tettaguchi. So combined, that was Tetten-Gooch. So we were wrong for 2 days. According to the information, there might be 300 steps to go up and down out here. Palisade Head, where we were just the other night, where the tower is on top of the cliffs. I also kind of wanted to look at these sea caves in the cliffs here in the foreground. Okay, that was a lot of steps. And I think we're roughly at the top. Pretty good viewpoint here. The wind's blowing and it's chilly. Weird how the fog rolls in patches and then disappears. You can't see those sea caves right down here. All right, still up on the cliff top. It's 10 o'clock. That was pretty quick. Probably start heading back.
Fog's coming in.
And the fog is just rolling into the trees around us. It's kind of weird looking. And just a whole lot of this through the woods. Okay, somewhere we read there were 300 steps. It just keeps going down. After another somewhat short walk, but again, down a whole bunch of steps, we're down on the Gooseberry River, looking back at Lower Falls, and then probably Middle Falls up there. And the bridge you can see way in the background, that's the bridge that we crossed the other day when we started our bike ride right here at Gooseberry Falls. Nice shot of the falls here, but lots of people. Upper Falls is almost right under the bridge. Surprised you can't see it from the highway. Okay, tunnel number 2, hoping to pop out into a sunny day on the other side. No. Just getting shots of the fog. A couple places where it rolls over the highway and it just can't see a thing. The weather got considerably better, so we're gonna hike up to Caribou Falls. Sounds like a lot of steps on this one also. Another short one, half a mile, but somewhat strenuous. They were right, a lot of steps down. The last steps go right down to the water. This is actually a pretty cool shot of these. You're pretty close to them, and they are pretty high. Wednesday, July 27th, heading out on bike ride number 2 on the North Shore. This one starts right in front of our Lutzen Seaside Villa. We're heading south on the Gitchi-Gami Trail through the town of Toft and probably down to the Temperance River. Clear blue sky everywhere this morning. A little up and down here. It's actually kind of fun. Very pretty through here on a pleasant sunny day. Pretty easy roll along the highway here for a little ways. It's really pleasant. Well, just when I said that, now we gotta work a little. Kind of a long uphill grade here. .3 miles. They have conveniently put a bike rack up here, so we've locked them up. We can take a little hike. You can kind of see where the different potholes were. You can really see it here. I don't know how well the camera picks this up, but it's almost a cave through there. It's pretty cool. Now, we just head back. Back to Gooch State Park again, off to High Falls, about a 3-mile round trip. Okay, the first thing we do is go underneath the highway, following the Baptism River. I can hear the falls down here. Pretty good descent we're going down. Just 83 more steps to the bottom, according to the sign. All right, High Falls on the Baptism River, 53 feet, highest waterfall that's entirely in Minnesota. The High Falls up by Grand Portage are higher, but they are right on the border between Canada and the United States, so half of the falls are technically in Canada. Here's an accident waiting to happen. Okay, Thursday morning, 28th. All right, this hike's about 2.3 miles total with some elevation gain. Trail splits here, goes out to a overlook over there, but There are a lot of trees in the way, not great pictures, so we're taking this way, which we think heads up higher. Just had another group pass us, going the other direction. Here's a group coming up right now. So I thought we were doing this the right way, but everybody else seems to be doing it the other way. Melanie's heading down to the cliff's edge. This is quite a cliff right here. It would be dangerous for kids. We're looking northwest over Oberg Lake. This would probably be pretty in the fall. Nice overlook here. Looking back at Oberg Lake. Watch my step. And yeah, out onto Lake Superior. But what we're concerned about is all this rain, and it's raining right now, and it looks like fairly heavy rain coming right at us. I don't know if the wind shifted or what, but all of a sudden it's not raining. Doesn't seem so bad, but it's raining pretty hard over here. There, that is really cool looking. And then as we look up the lake, there are more spots where the rain's coming down. And it's been like that all week. Storm on the lake. Clear blue sky. This is a nice hike. I like this. So we did do this backwards. I came to this overlook on the way up, looked out over these trees behind me, saw the path go this way, which went downhill. I thought, that can't be right, so we took the other direction. But everybody else went this way. But over here you can see the lake, and when I was up here before, I swear I couldn't see it. So I think it was buried in the fog and clouds and whatever. So totally got faked out. All in all, it was a great hike. I'm really happy we did it. The views were great. What's your opinion?
Seeing the storms was very cool. Sounds like another might be blowing in right now.
Yeah, I hope we can hear you, because the wind in the trees is crazy. Last hike of the trip. Sugarloaf Cove. Looks like it's 1 mile total. We're calling this the end of the hike and heading back, mainly because the flies are eating me alive. All right, see these? I hope you can see those. Just clouds. Clouds of flies around me. Just eating me alive. Okay, back to the North Shore on September 25th. Came up to see the changing fall colors. Not sure how well that's going to work out. All we've come to is a lot of rain. Okay, back up to High Falls. Again, we were here a couple months ago. Not much as far as changing colors. Plus, it's just a really dreary day. Well, this looks pretty cool. We're down on Iona's beach. Just to take a look at the pink rocks. Ooh, that is pretty bright over there. Holy cow. Can't remember the last time I saw a complete rainbow like this. Can't get it all in one shot. Okay, one more stop. Oh, we're actually in Silver Bay. All right, whatever. Well, we're going down to a black sand beach. It does have a weird feel to it. It's kind of spongy. Looking at the reflection here. Okay, September 26th, heading up to Oberg Mountain. It's windy, 50 degrees out. Feels colder, but there's a little bit of sun out, so we're hoping to see some colors. See how well you can hear the wind. It's not blowing over the microphone, but it is windy. Okay, we are driving on the Heartbreak Ridge Road. Or actually, I think it's several roads.
Yeah.
We take several turns, but it's supposed to be a great place to see the leaves change.
You missed it. Oh, there's purple.
Oh my goodness, we're missing stuff.
Come on, you missed it.
We're going out to Shovel Point again. Again, meaning we did it last time we were here.
But we're actually going to the end this time.
But yeah, we didn't go all the way to the end last time. And it's only about 3/4 of a mile, but there's a couple hundred steps. So it's kind of a steep up and down trail. But we saw some great views last time. We just didn't go all the way to the very end. So we're going to do that this time. I remember all the steps, but it doesn't make them any easier. There are a lot. Okay, this is as far as we went last time.
Is that it? This is as far as it?
Yeah, pretty sure. Well, somewhere we read, keep going to the end. So we're definitely going as far as we can go today. Alright, so my memory's awful. Evidently we did come this far last time. We may even have a picture of me standing on this cliff.